Yes, another edition of MePlusCake, the podcast of our daily internet radio show.
Dun, 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 dun.
Did you just looked? I lifted my arm up and you looked directly at the hole in my t-shirt.
I looked right into its eyes.
Don't look. Yeah, please look away. My eyes are up here. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Well, sorry for the distraction. Yeah, we always tell you that thanks for listening and all that kind of stuff, but we also like to hear from you. There is a message button that you can click on MePlusCake.com.
Yes, there is.
And look, here, it's simple like this. I have a phone. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to do it like this. Let's see. I click on, I have the, what is it called? Spreaker. No, SpeakPipe.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we now?
I don't even know.
All right, and then I'm going to send a message, and I hit the recording, and we're recording now.
Oh, my God.
Beige. Hi, Beige. Hello. So what you do, you just click the button and go, hey, Marconi and Sierra, we're listening to you, and thanks for all the fun times. Yay!
Yay!
You know,
that's
like that.
That's a beautiful message.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm going to stop it, and then send it, and it should take like no time to send, because that was a really short message. And then, before you know it, oh, look in our inbox. Oh, look.
Overflowing.
Sierra Cake, look. We got a message.
We did?
Oh, I wonder who it is. Let's just click play and find out. And I hit the recording,
Spam.
and we're recording now.
Oh, my God.
Beige. Hi, Beige. Say hello. So what you do, you just click the button and go, hey, Marconi and Sierra, we're listening to you, and thanks for all the fun times. Yay, or whatever.
Yay,
you know, something like that.
That's a beautiful message.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm going to stop. See? Magic. And you can do it too. Just click the message button on MePlusCake.com and send us a message today.
For just $1 a day.
Find MePlusCake on Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and more. MePlusCake.com.
We love the movies.
The movie.
We love to go to the movies.
The movie.
We love the movies so much, sometimes we just go to the movies to get the popcorn and then we go back home.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes there's some not really great movies out.
Like the spell that we've been under for like January to the end of February.
There aren't a lot of horror films out this time of year.
But there's 2 movies about Jesus.
Right. And sexy Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know. We try to pick and choose. I think we have a pretty good record. Like, we haven't seen any movies that we're like, oh, that was awful.
Well, that Devil Baby one is kind of... I didn't like that one at all.
Devil Baby. Was that the Cam one?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was Cam.
I couldn't watch it, so...
They need to stop with the Cam.
Shaky cam
Every
crap.
scary movie now is a Cam movie.
Yeah, it's getting old.
The genre is, stale.
It's not anything new, people.
Oh, and please don't come out with another Saw movie.
Oh, they are.
They are? No. Saw 25 or something?
Saw 27.
But we did go with Kevin Costner has a movie out. It's called 3 Days to Kill. Just like every typical old dude. The thing is like sometimes they're predictable, but I still like these movies.
There's just, I mean...
Kevin Costner, I like him as an actor. He doesn't suck. And then he's got a daughter, and she's a little teenager, and she's kind of not a nice girl.
She's a little snot.
And he hasn't been part of her life, and finds out that he's going to die. And it's a whole thing, and they give him this... They promise him if he comes back and works with them, they'll give him an elixir, and it's like a whole he was it FBI or CIA or something like that?
CIA, I do believe.
Yeah, and so it's cool. I mean, I like those stories where the retired guy was like, I'm done.
There's just action movies. You can never get sick of those.
Right. So and Kevin Costner's riding around on a purple girl's bike for half the movie. So
I know. I thought it was sweet.
I think the thing is he's an endearing character, and he's not a jerk. And even though he hasn't been part of his daughter and wife's life, he wants to get back into their lives.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a romantic action movie, love story.
I don't know if I would
thing.
call it romantic.
Oh, it's romantic.
I want popcorn.
So how many bags of popcorn would you give this film?
3.
3 bags of popcorn. And that's eaten for 3 weeks.
I know. There's some staring at me right now that I need to eat.
So I would say go see 3 Days to Kill. And, on Fandango or whatever, it says so-so. I give it a little bit of an upgrade from that.
It's yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go see it. It's not like a must-see. But if you're
if you're bored one night and you want something to do, go see it.
Yeah, it's not awful.
Marconi plus Sierra is MePlusCake.
Katy Perry is a Miley Cyrus fan. She went to one of her concerts recently.
Indeed.
And I guess her and Miley Cyrus made out.
Well, Miley wanted to make out, and Katy was not having it. So,
well, I know you said that, and then I looked into it. It looked like it was just fine, and then she tweeted about it.
Yeah, but she made a face at the end, and she wiped her mouth because Miley got her slobber.
Yeah, and you see Miley freaking out.
She's "Ooh."
I just kissed Katy Perry.
Yeah,
but Katy Perry was tweeting about making out and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't a big deal, but...
Oh, it was a big deal.
Is kissing girls still a thing?
I'm replaying it over and over in my dreams.
Oh, God.
No.
Ugh.
Don't be so disgusted. How dare you? It's 2014.
No, I'm disgusted with you.
Why?
Because
I made a joke about them making out?
Because you're dreaming about it over and over.
No, I'm not. Gosh.
I'm making a joke, too, so shush.
So serious. But the thing I didn't know this, she comes sliding out on a tongue.
Ew.
On her stage.
Of course she does.
There's so many different things.
My God.
I want to see Miley Cyrus in concert now. The Bangers Tour.
Well, I guess because we all know that Miley Cyrus is controversial and risque and stuff like that, and
I think she knows what she's doing.
Well, there was pictures of her masturbating on stage at the Vancouver concert.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And I guess moms are taking their daughters to this concert and then walking out halfway through because she's too scandalous. It's listen, women.
Yeah.
I was going to say another word, but I won't.
It is weird that
you know damn well that Miley Cyrus isn't going to be oh, Hannah Montana is just going to appear on stage. No.
Right.
That era has come and gone. It's over.
It would be funny though at this point if she did put on a wig and did a Hannah Montana song or something.
Yeah, that would be.
Well, anyway, I think Miley Cyrus is awesome. I think what she is doing. I think she knows what she's doing. And the only time will tell, but I don't think she's I don't think she has a drug problem.
I don't think she's any of that kind of stuff. I just think that it's so... I just don't like it myself.
Well, whatever you think of her, I think she's doing well. She's very successful. I think she knows what she's doing. And now she's making out with Katy Perry, so yay!
Yay.
Marconi Bologna plus Sierra Cake. MePlusCake.
There have been internet rumors and postings about this new item at Taco Bell for breakfast.
Oh, Taco Bell.
The Waffle Taco, I guess, was regional. They were testing it out in certain markets. How do you become a test market, I wonder?
I don't know, but can I have that job?
Well, I know when I was in Oklahoma City, that's a prime test market. They'll test restaurants and menu items there, and I don't know. Maybe they don't have a lot going on, so
maybe
they figure let's give them a thrill. We'll let them start out with the breakfast taco.
Wowee!
And I'm not really. I mean, to be honest, it's been a long time since I've had Taco Bell. But
wait, can I just say, I have never ever eaten Taco Bell before in my entire life.
Really?
Never.
Well, maybe we should try this waffle taco. I don't know.
I actually really want to try the Dorito taco.
It's what's weird is I look at this and I don't know what it is, and it's not the quality or anything like that of any kind of, but fast food sausage meat.
Oh God!
It doesn't sit well in my stomach. I'm not good at eating it.
Artificial sausage meats.
I don't know anything about the meat in this taco, but it doesn't look like it's something my stomach would be like, yes. But I do love the sweet and savory foods together.
Oh, see, I don't. I like having it separate.
Yeah, I know.
I will specifically separate or get it on a separate plate.
I love making waffle breakfast sandwiches. So the Waffle Taco does sound like an awesome idea. And the thing is, what really bums me out, it's only available till 11 a.m. Now, if you really want me to get there, I'm not going to be, like some people don't have the same hours, right?
Right.
And 11 a.m., I don't really, why not make it available till like noon?
Yes.
You know, or 12, why not make it available all day? What's the big deal?
Yeah.
You have to
Why
shut
can't
down
breakfasts be, I mean, they're busy enough.
The only thing I like at fast food restaurants is the breakfast.
Yeah. Like the sausage McMuffins or the egg McMuffins from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh,
the McGriddles. I did like those.
Yes, with the ham and the egg and the cheese.
You don't like the McGriddles. You wouldn't like it.
I don't know what that is, but
McGriddle is
the egg McMuffin
has syrup
so good.
within the bun.
Oh yeah, no,
it's delicious. Oh my god,
the egg McMuffin is like my dream food.
But so the Waffle Taco, who knows? I mean, do you think it'll do well? Do you think it'll be one of those items that goes?
Probably, it probably will.
It'll be on forever,
and ever.
But the thing is, I would like to see the Waffle Taco with like some variety, not just the sausage meat.
Just like an egg and ham?
Yeah, some ham in there or something. But that's the thing.
Some ham.
What they're doing is the waffle is like the only, and the egg are the only things that don't normally appear in a taco. So like they could, the meat itself is spiced, I'm sure, some way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wish the Taco Bell would listen to me. Have a little variety.
Yep.
Not just one, but I'm sure if it's successful, they'll try another kind.
Yep.
So good luck with that, Taco Bell. Good luck.
Me plus cake.
It is a pleasant spur to the morning's work.
Harold Ramis has passed away.
Indeed, he has.
You know him as what is his name? Egon in the Ghostbuster movies, and he directed Caddyshack. I do believe he wrote Groundhog Day, and which is one of my favorite movies. The guy, I mean, he's kind of iconic in the Hollywood world, and he had like a rare disease that made his blood vessels swell and caused him to pass away. He was 69, I do believe.
That's so young.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's sad because I think they were talking about a Ghostbuster reunion, and he was going to be a part of it, and Dan Aykroyd was like the last one to sign off on it or something. And now I don't know if it'll ever be.
Well,
I mean, obviously they won't be able to, but they could do it in a form of having him as a ghost.
They could.
But I don't know if that's...
I feel like the people would not be very happy.
Maybe they would. Maybe they would love it. I really don't... like, reunions are fine, like if it was like a little bit, like a YouTube video or something.
Yeah.
But I don't need to see a Ghostbuster 3.
No, that's a bit excessive.
It was the first one was great. Number 2, I don't think I saw, because I don't remember it anyway.
Right.
If you had to pick an 80s movies, because I know you're a child of the 90s.
Yes.
But there are a lot of retro movies out there that people enjoy. What would be your favorite 80s movie? I have so many in the 90s, like that.
Yeah.
Are my favorites.
So many.
But like 80s, I would say Ferris Bueller's Day Off for sure.
Probably like a horror movie.
Yeah.
I can't think of any names right now.
So so they must all be really great.
I don't remember. I'm not very good with like dates that movies came out, like years and stuff.
Weird Science was one of my favorite ones.
80s. Did Carrie come out in the 80s?
I think the 70s. I don't know. The original Carrie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. There's tons of them, but like the Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I had the videotape like when VCRs first came out, and didn't have a cable television, I don't think, for a while. And so I would just put that tape in, and it would just be
Play it over and over again?
Well, because at the time, like, you would turn on TBS, and that's what would be on anyway.
Yeah.
So it was just like having cable. It only was free. So I don't know. You could tell us what your favorite movie is from the 80s. You can always message us at Marconi1.com or MePlusCake.com.
Yep.
Marconi Bologna, Sierra Cake. Me plus cake.
Yesterday, I don't know what was going on, but I walked in because I thought Sierra Cake was taking a nap, and you were watching some weird, like, were you watching porn on Netflix or something?
No, I wasn't watching porn.
What were you watching?
I was watching a movie.
Like a rated. They don't have rated X movies on.
No,
Netflix.
it wasn't. There was no porn.
It was like the horrors of Bangladesh or something.
What the hell?
What movie was it?
It was called Diary of a Brazilian Call Girl.
Oh, okay. Have you watched that one before?
No.
It's not the same one? Mm-mm. Okay. Well, because I walked in there and I'm like, you had this weird look on your face. I'm like, hey, how's it going? I just wanted to see if you wanted anything for dinner. And you're like, yeah, no, I'm good.
You're making it weird. It wasn't like that at all for me.
Oh, okay. Have you ever walked in on anybody doing weird things? Like caught them in the act or whatever?
I don't think so.
I think my mom, when I was a kid, almost did.
Walked on you getting it on?
Hey, no, not getting it on.
Oh, like with yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well,
That's so, like, it's easy to, like, kind of conceal that if you're a girl.
right.
But if you're a guy, you're, like, vicious, like, furiously.
Well, okay, just think about this. Well, when I was a kid, we had cable, but we didn't have, like, any of the, like, channels. Mm-hmm. And you could see, like, the scrambled channels, like the Skinamax. And
I don't know what that is.
Cinemax?
Yeah.
Like Showtime, HBO, those channels.
Oh, like the naughty channels?
Yeah, and they call it Skinamax because they show like softcore pornographic films late at night.
Okay.
And so I would scramble that and like watch it in front of the TV in the living room.
Ew.
And my mom, like, you could, like, if I farted in my bedroom across the house,
Gross.
my mother would wake up from a deep sleep because she didn't sleep at all. Like, it was like, you know, if like you sneeze, she'd go to sleep. She'd get up and like knock on my door and tell me to go to sleep. I'm like, Mom, I sneezed.
Yeah,
it's
relax.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, my mom, and she still does. Like if I don't tell my mother that I made it home, like when I go to visit her for like anything, like my sister's birthday or whatever, she'll say, "Well, call me because you know I won't sleep until I know you're home." Like, Mom, I'm a grown adult.
Yeah.
But okay, so I of course always text my mother. But
well, that's very nice of you.
But she almost. And you know how mothers are. They're not going to sometimes admit these things. But I think she freaked me out, for sure.
Oh, God.
But she may have, like, walked in on me and, like, acted like she didn't see anything.
Well, I think most moms would, unless they're like, oh, Satan is inside you.
I'm surprised my mom didn't do that. But
I know, that's actually kind of shocking.
And then on the other hand, my grandmother...
Oh, no.
She made
this is a weird scenario right now.
She made a drawer for me at her house.
For sex toys?
Now you're taking it like to a whole different level. No, that's creepy. No, my grandmother, because she would set up I would stay at her house like most of the summer. So I would get like a room at her house, and she would make the room up for me. And then the bottom drawer of the dresser would have Playboys from my uncles and my father, like from there, like
Playboys
back in their day.
Perfect.
So I'd have all these old Playboys in the bottom drawer, just filled, like the drawer almost didn't close because there's so many in there.
Right.
And so it was weird, but at the same time, I appreciated my grandmother quite a bit.
Oh,
that's kind of cool, actually.
MePlusCake.
Plans are gathering for the work of a new day.
Amanda Bynes is in the news again?
Oh, dear.
When I first saw this, I'm like, oh, what? She's out of rehab? What? I guess she's been getting psychiatric treatment for schizophrenia and bipolar disorder?
Yeah, for both.
Wow.
Which I heard, like, rumors going around about her being schizophrenic, but I thought it was just rumors.
Like jokes?
But it's true, and I think that's really sad.
But I guess she faced charges from 2001, driving under the influence of alcohol-related reckless driving or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she's making some kind of a plea deal, something like that.
Right.
I don't know exactly what that entails. Does that mean, like, she'll not be in public for a year? I mean...
Well, it just means, like, she will be on probation and still have to go to
She'll sit in her
rehab
house with an anklet.
No, I don't think it's, like, that serious.
But I think what's crazy is, you know, this whole time, her parents had to know she was bipolar, right? And she's...
Yeah, but like these kind of diseases and stuff like that don't start like appearing usually until you're in like your late teens, like early 20s or mid 20s.
So she's certifiably nuts, or is that? Do you think that she really is nuts, or she's using that to get out of all this craziness?
No, because she's definitely was starting to be like weird before she got any of her like DUIs and stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, of course, I hope that she gets all the help she needs and all that kind of stuff. But, I mean, don't get behind the wheel.
When you're under the influence.
Right. Maybe she should never drive again. Maybe that's her plea bargain.
Maybe.
I will never drive again. I will always have a drive. Uber.com provides great car service.
They do.
So, Amanda Bynes, you should check that out.
It helps us start the day with warmth and vigor.
MePlusCake.
Internet trolls, we all kind of pretty much despise them.
Yes, we do.
Especially when you do internet stuff. There are 8.3 million online trolls in the United States alone. Out of 254 million people on the internet.
Yep.
8.3 million are trolls. And they've done a survey. I don't know how they would do. They go to their house. How do you find these guys? They're all anonymous.
The trolls?
Yeah, most of them. But they did a survey, and they found that most trolls have mental disorders.
Is that surprising? It's
like
probably like depression.
They're very depressed, and they live sad lives. But didn't we already know that? I mean, anybody who
goes out of their way to make somebody feel crappy.
Yeah, there's not a lot of great things happening for them, or because I find that I'm happy in life. Like I do things for fun that I get paid to do, and so things don't suck.
Yeah.
But people that are unhappy, I think, always find a way to try to bring you down to their level, and that's what internet trolls are all about.
Exactly.
And I feel sad for them.
I do too. Because
when you think about it, whatever it takes for them to go after someone and tell them, like, if they made a YouTube video, hey, your teeth are ugly, or, you're balding.
You have a huge forehead.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Like, I already know that. You don't need to remind me. Jesus. I have a mirror.
But they want to bring you down because they feel awful about themselves. Because have you ever met anybody who's really happy with life and loves everything going out and being negative to people? No. So, internet trolls, all I can say is
Stop it.
We know you're there. We know you're hurting. Get the help you need. Call 1-800. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, my.
Yeah, 1-800-OH-MY.
If it's not nice, then don't say it.
Yeah, I mean, didn't our parents teach us that? Like, if you can't say anything nice, don't say it at all. And, I even know guys like, I watched the Shaytards with Shay Carl and his family. Mm-hmm. Nicest guy on the face of the earth. And people find things about him to be trollish about.
Yeah.
It's just...
There's something wrong with everybody all the time.
Right, exactly. So, I don't know. I guess we're pretty lucky because most of our fans are nice to us. I haven't heard a lot of negative.
Better not or else.
Am I inviting negative now?
Better not or else.
Well, there are 8.3 million internet trolls. If we can dodge them, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, we must be.
MePlusCake.
It is a pleasant spur to the morning's work.
The mayor of Toronto, Canada, Rob Ford.
Oh, God.
Or better known in America as the mayor of the president of Canada, they pretty much think.
God.
He was really excited about the Canadian hockey team winning gold. Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing he had a few beverages.
Oh, God. Of course he did.
And he took his excitement to the street after the game was over and was walking out of what may have been a bar. I don't know. But he he walked quickly, balls first, into a fire hydrant in front of media and cameras and everything.
Of course he did.
But
why isn't this guy like fired or like replaced or something? For the love of Jesus.
Oh man.
Can we do that?
I don't know if it's possible. It is entertaining, at least, that's for sure. But he, like, if you look at the pictures, he's got his Canadian tie on. He's very proud. He looks very happy.
Oh, God.
And he walks right into this bright yellow fire hydrant, and he's laughing about it. So,
what can you do, though? You have to if you're that much of a
I'm sure he
fool.
didn't feel anything, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure if there's anything down there at this point.
You should have heard him this morning.
MePlusCake.
Netflix has the entire series of 24 on it.
Oh, they do.
And we enjoy watching the Netflix. And you know what it is, too? Because it's there, and we haven't seen it for a long time, when you go on Netflix and you're looking around, sometimes you just don't have the energy to spend the 20 minutes to find something to watch on Netflix.
It's so, yeah, like I love Netflix, but ugh.
Sometimes I wish, like I have those suggestions. I wish there was like a button where you could just go autopilot and it would just start.
Yeah.
And just say, nope, you're not in the mood, obviously, to be looking around for movies to watch.
Dicking around.
Yes. Right, exactly. Oh my God.
Do people still say that? Do people still use dicking around?
Now I'm going to have to edit it twice. Thanks a lot.
What? It's not bad. It's just an actual saying.
All right. Well, Jack Bauer and 24 is like one of my favorite. I always liked 24, and Jack Bauer, I thought he was awesome.
Awesome.
And but it's so funny how annoyed we get by some of the female characters on the show. Kim Bauer, his daughter, annoying, useless.
She's literally dumber than a freaking sack of hammers.
But you think about, like, okay, so she gets into all these things.
These dumbass situations.
Like, she'll go from one, and then, like, it happens, like, somebody picks her up on the street because she's lost somewhere, or she's trying to get away from something, or, like, she got into a situation with an abusive father, and she was a nanny of this girl, and she tried to take her away. But instead of the father being in trouble, it was Kim's fault because she tried.
Because she does like the dumbest thing. She decides to kidnap the kid instead of going to the cops.
And the wife of the guy he killed her and put her in the trunk, and she stole his car.
Yeah.
So they pulled her over. It was like a whole thing. And then she finds a guy, like she runs away from the cops. And
she sets the cop car on fire, and they got into this huge accident, and then she runs away from the scene, and then she meets this creeper who like locks her
played by Kevin Dillon.
Locks her in the basement.
Johnny
and then she
Drama.
escapes, and then she gets stuck. What happens after that? Then she gets like picked up by this scary guy and like threatens to shoot him.
Yeah, and then she goes to a liquor store that's closed.
And she's gonna get like raped by this guy.
But
and then this other guy comes along, and then he kills the other guy, and she feels sorry for this. Like, she's just a
let
mess.
me do the liquor store thing. She goes to the liquor store to use the restroom, and then suddenly some guy comes in, and he wants to he wants to get into the liquor store, and the guy finally lets the guy in, and then he basically steals the gun that the previous guy gave Kim.
And Kim literally just like lets him.
So every time you see her, you're like, oh god, she's so useless,
such a mess.
So, but
she gets mad at like everybody for her own troubles.
Yes. And why can't she get a hold of her dad, who's saving the world from a giant
death
nuclear
and
bomb?
Destruction, and she's just like pissy about it. Like, Kim, sit down, take a seat.
Brother, that next morning,
MePlusCake.
I never felt worse.
He had his first #1 hit after years of being in the business. Robin Thicke with Blurred Lines. And all the interviews he did, like especially I heard him on Howard Stern talking about how great of a relationship he had with his wife, Paula Patton. Well, I guess yesterday they announced they're separating.
She was probably so embarrassed from his Miley Cyrus performance.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But he's 36, she's 38, and they've been together. I guess they've known each other since they were like 14.
They've been together that long?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Says, we'll always love each other and be best friends.
Yeah.
However, we have mutually decided to separate at this time.
Gag.
I always wonder what brings people to make statements, because they didn't need to. They didn't need to make an explanation. Maybe somebody said, we're going to break this story if you don't tell.
Yeah. I always have to give an
official statement.
Please respect our privacy at this time.
Yeah, right. Well, he didn't say that, but I'm sure they're hoping. But she's an actress, and he's, I think, who knows, maybe, you're right, maybe all the interviews and all the stuff that he was talking about.
He said some weird things, too.
But it sounds, like they would have, these weird scenarios where she would play a groupie.
Ew.
In their private
See, I didn't even know
time.
about
Yeah,
that. But, why does anybody need to know about that?
I don't know, but he's just kind of open that way. But I kind of appreciate it in some ways, but I can imagine, from her perspective, maybe she wants to keep some of that stuff private. But at the same time, we have no idea. And I saw people tweeting, well, it's no surprise that they broke up. We don't even know what the reason is. Maybe it wasn't going well before that, whatever. It's one of those Hollywood relationships.
Maybe she has a lot of back hair, and he just can't handle it anymore.
He's like, I've had enough. You look like Sasquatch from behind, and I'm not into that. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Marconi plus Sierra is MePlusCake.
A man stabbed another man in the chest after a radio station dispute.
Oh, dear.
So basically they were in the same vehicle together, and they were arguing about what radio station to listen to.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Sierra and I sometimes have these conflicts. I've been in radio for a while, so I don't really like to hear a bunch of old 90s music. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's about jam. I haven't heard them so long. And I'm like, no, baby, come on. I played this for 15 years. Yeah. And she's like, no, I love this song. Or, stuff like that. Stabbing someone for that?
Sometimes I feel like I could stab you over the radio.
Wow. This is my confession. I am turning this tape into the courts right now.
How dare you? No, you're only supposed to do,
possibilities?
Do something if I actually, go through with that.
No. They'll have it just as... Because I'm just going to send all these files to the courts.
No, stop. Why would you rat me out like that?
Well, I don't want to die from being stabbed.
Fine.
Wow.
God.
But this guy, I don't know. It's weird. And my friend works in Richmond, Virginia, where this happened. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if it was his radio station, because he has a popular radio show there.
You should ask him.
That would be weird, right?
That would be funny.
It would be weird to know that you were a guy. There was
the source of a stabbery.
Yeah, the guy wanted to listen to your show so bad that he stabbed another guy.
That's a little bit dramatic.
I couldn't imagine anybody stabbing somebody over MePlusCake.
Do you think somebody would have stabbed somebody else over whatever your show was called back in the day?
Everyone that listened to that show died.
Marconi bologna plus Sierra cake. MePlusCake.
It's kind of crazy because I hate litter boxes, cat boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Everything involving that. Is awful, and we have 2 cats, so we deal with it all the time.
Indeed.
If it's not time to clean it, it stinks, or it's not working quite right, and it's a mess in the bathroom or wherever you have to put it. And in an apartment, it sucks because you only have a few places you can actually put it. know.
Yep.
But this guy had the same feelings as we do, and he happened to be an inventor. So this guy, I guess, in 2009. Decided to make ModCo, which is a litter box that helps the design. The cat goes in from the top instead of the side, so all of the litter stays inside the actual litter box.
Thank Jesus for that.
Yeah, and then you have a little scooper on the side.
But what happens if a kitty gets old and she can't jump in the top of it anymore?
Well, I guess you just turn it on its side. I don't know. So there you.
Or you get her little steps.
Oh my gosh!
Steps.
Get her a colostomy bag. I don't know. But these things sell for $180.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And if you look at it, it's just a piece of plastic. It's basically like kind of a rounded, it looks like a wastebasket with kind of like a grill on top.
Right.
And a little hole for the cat to go in.
So it's ridiculously priced, basically.
For nothing.
Yeah.
We could make one of these.
Well, let's do it.
No, let's just buy this thing for $180.
No, there's no way.
Well, that's what you're getting for Christmas this year.
Great, thanks.
Romance.
They met on the internet. It's MePlusCake.
Well, that's another edition of the MePlusCake podcast, and we thank you for listening, as always.
A beautiful, beautiful edition.
Yes. Sierra and I, usually after we're done, we go and enjoy lunch together. Like, one of our favorite places is to go and have fried rice.
Can we go tomorrow and have fried rice?
What about right now?
And the day after?
Every day.
And the day after that?
Today, let's go have fried rice.
Yeah, I want to have fried rice.
I'm a big fan.
Okay, perfect.
I can't. The thing is, they give you such gigantic portions at this place.
Gargantuan?
We just share it, and it's still way too much food. So that's where we're going to go have fried rice and a little lunch. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, whatever time you're listening to this podcast. And we'll be back next time right here.
We will.
That was quite a show. Very entertaining. But it's all